Dr. Varada, hi, how's it going?
Only two of us?
So far, I think other people may be late. We'll give them a moment. How are you doing?
Good. I saw the picture. First, I didn't understand what the second picture was, but then when you said you cut it, I think I'll give time to see if the new leaves come up.
Yes.
If you pull out one of those things and see if the roots are dried up, if you take the plant out and see if the roots are dried up.
Ah, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, I can check. Yeah.
Yeah, because then that will tell you whether the plant is alive or not.
Sure.
And then you can wait for the new ones to come. Give it a time. Usually I say, if I'm going out, then I will fill up the tub.
Yeah.
Then you can go for 10 days, no problem.
No, I did, but it wasn't enough. Maybe because
Is it
a week and I filled it up right before leaving, but it wasn't enough. Maybe because it was extra hot. It was in the 80s. And maybe that thermostat knows, when it's hotter, pumps more water. So I should have told the house sitter to just refill it. Yeah. That next time I have to be careful. Yeah. And then also I have to play with the location. I don't know if that location is going to be good for the summer.
Is it too much sun there then?
Yeah, it gets to 100. Yeah.
Okay, then that may be something you want to change.
Yes. And so are you getting enough support from your upline? We can talk about it in our private too.
Okay.
Hi, Michael.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late.
Good morning.
Eating my vitamin C.
Hi, Dr. Varada.
Hi, Michael. What's up?
Michael.
I'm going all right. Bit tired. Very big weekend. Sorry.
Good.
You look good.
Yeah.
Michael's
got my classy jumper. I would wear this if I was going out to something, like dinner or meet somebody, not work. So it's everything else is work, but I got the classy jumper on top.
Michael is going to do our Universal Principles Mastermind in July.
Right.
I responded to your email.
In July?
Yeah, in July. Because, June, right? June.
I think it's June.
Yeah, June. I apologize. June. Yes. July, we have marketing with my own guide and team. So, June. And next month is going to be about recovery from COVID, preparedness, and readiness. And I have the military join. I remind you.
Wow.
Yeah. Watch out. All right, let me start the recording. Let's see. And then I have something to propose to you today. Where is it? Are we recording already?
That's pretty, Veronica, whatever you're wearing. Whatever you're wearing is pretty.
Oh, yes, thank you.
All right, welcome. Great. You're all looking great. You're looking great. Michael, you're blessed among the ladies. So, so today Gary was busy and Shannon may join and bring a girlfriend, but we can get started and be on time. And Yolanda's husband or partner is going through a tumor removal. Hopefully it's benign. Let's send them nice healing and loving vibes. All right. Okay, so let's do our debrief from this past week. That was the 14th. That was like second, third week of the month. Okay. Okay, and we'll just do it as a group, And Kim, welcome. I know you're waking up early, you and Michael, you Melbourne people, so good job. We appreciate the efforts. Okay, so let's start with Dr. Varada. Successes from last week.
I just completed my training, which was going on for 12 weeks starting January. Graduated from what we call the academy. I was taking a course helping me find my life purpose. And we had to give a speech like 10 years from now, where are we? So that was done on the Saturday.
Great.
So that was a big deal. I'm not done with all the study plan, but at least the speech was done.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
Great. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Okay, so be it. Nice. So keep it up, and let's hear from Michael. Successes from last week.
Well, I focused on at the end of the session last week establishing spaces, so I wasn't exhausted like a third day with no bookings and things like that, because I had a lot on. I worked in the end all day Saturday and Sunday, like I'm talking 7 a.m. till dark, back and forth with rocks and stones and getting this place ready for photos for an auction. So I got, I made it through. I think I balanced my energy really well. I had a lot of wins. I got 2 or 3 very happy outcomes from like situations that have lasted for over a month. So a week of finishing things off that were big and heavy and a little bit fresher, but I've got some lagging things that got moved to address this week. But a very good time, I think.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, fantastic. Keep it up. Great energy, Michael. And Veron.
Oh, last week I got one offer from one of the investors for one of the property.
Yes.
So we'll see how it goes. You know, I gave it to the owner, and well, so it'll probably go forward and backward a few times yet. Yeah.
Good.
Great, great. Fantastic. Keep it up. Wait. Great progress. Great progress. Kim, we cannot see you. Maybe clean up the webcam. We just see like a little halo, dark halo. And Phouphet.
Hey, sorry.
No problem. There you are. We'll give you a moment. Phouphet, go for it, darling.
Okay. I'm running like, sorry, what is the question? Like where?
Yeah, you in a
Yeah,
moment.
listen.
I want to hear Phouphet unmute. We'll have Phouphet so that you catch on, and then you go last. Next.
Okay.
So last week I was working on career, and basically I did a video, and so my team could see what I was doing. That it's not just telling them or sharing with them what I learned, but actually I'm doing it. And yeah, so just letting them know that I'm doing it too. It's not just teaching them. But it was it was some interactions, some still quiet, and some are replying, showing appreciation. So yeah. So
Absolutely.
I have some people are approaching. 2 people were approaching me. Like the team members are approaching and reaching out and being more open. So
Wonderful, wonderful. And Phouphet has been on fire on social media. I don't know. I don't know if you follow, but I think that does help. It's every effort helps. Like a boomerang effect, like an Australian boomerang. You send out to stimuli, they come back. So
Yeah.
bravo. And of course, we all get better. It's not that we are born knowing social media or that we have a magic wand or crystal ball to know how people are going to respond. all we can do is take actions, put it out there, and then wait for a response. And based on that, we adjust accordingly. So bravo, great inspiration. And she's doing it all by herself without a team or interns, although I strongly recommend it. So bravo. And Kim, thanks again for waking up early. You look great. Let's hear from you. Unmute.
One win. I think the bigger win is just actually pack up my whole room, like move everything and organize everything. I found I have to be like very organized, need to know everything. So been packing, like, yeah, just been packing.
That's
Pack
great.
everything from there, move next to the window, like no more sunlight. And also, you know, organize a lot of old paper and all that. So I have a stack of things at the moment, like, but it just, yeah, my win is actually the
That's great. So you can think more clearly, and you are able to even, I don't know how you do that special effect, to fog up your background. How are you able to do that now? I think you're frozen. So anyway, you'll tell us later your magic tricks. So bravo, my friend. And you're all super smart, and you all have businesses. So I'll leave it up to you to see if you need to repeat or complete anything. Okay. When you later on, you can have a date with your calendar, maybe over your favorite beverage. For me, it's coffee. And so, and have fun with it. Okay. Take 5-10 minutes and calendar your priorities and your rewards, because 5-10 minutes of calendaring can save you 5-10 months of work. So work smart, not hard. And okay, so last time Michael gave me an idea that I wanted to see if you're up for today. So so let's see. So this month, for instance, we have five weeks, right? Let me see, five Mondays. No, we have 4. Some months we have 5. So we could, if you're up for it, we could, let's say, on the first week of the month, focus on career. That's usually goes hand in hand with the mastermind, which is the first Wednesday of the month, right? Okay. Then the second, I can change the order. The second can be, well-being. The third week of the month could be relations for our group coaching, and the fourth one can be play. And if there is a fifth, we do charity, or can be whatever you like a bonus. So that we all are on the same area, and we can really hone in and feed off each other. I can only do that because we have group coaching, because otherwise that's consulting, and the coaching ethics wouldn't permit that. Then in your private coaching, you can pick whatever area you want to focus on at any given time. It can always be the same one. But in group coaching, no but, and we can rotate them and be on the same one, so we can all support one another. So I'm not attached. That was Michael's idea. I'm only attached to what serves you best. And so I want to leave it up to you and see what you think. If you're up for it, we can experience it and see how it goes. Is it clear? Do you have any feedback? Feel free to unmute.
Yeah, I think that's good. We can certainly try it out. I think it is good when everybody have the same, because that makes the discussion probably more intense.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's one way of looking at, one particular area of life in detail, in depth, because, 5, 7, whatever people are coming from different perspectives and exploring the same topic.
All right. Anybody in favor? Anybody not?
I'm in favor.
Okay. Okay, great. So then let's so today, so next week, so shall we do relations today, or do you all
That
have
could be good. That could
Yeah.
be good.
relations? Okay, let's do that. You're all okay, in favor for that? Okay. I like relations because that includes really all relations, personal, professional, even the relationship with yourself, even the relationship with the environment, maybe. So plants, I managed to kill them all almost. Dr. Varada knows while I was gone, so no bueno. With your animals, mine all crossed the Rainbow Bridge, so I have to rethink that. And the relationship with yourself, like I said, most important relationship of all. And remember that truly money comes from relations. Business comes from relations. Investments come from relations. So some people with COVID especially became a little bit of lonely wolf, okay, solitary. That's not good for the psychic, because so we really have to make an effort, to reach out strategically to the people we want to partner up with on certain projects, or have accountability with, or have inspiration from, and so on and so forth. And what else I can say about that? There's something.
Well, they've gone a bit stale, haven't they? The thing about relationships is you have to maintain them, whether it's a plant or a person or a house, or, and with COVID, what's happened, I think, is people can now catch up again, but they haven't quite got that where they were at as a relationship. So there's a bit of rebuilding and reigniting, and like you say, people have become used to being on their own, so they've become less naturally open, and there's a bit of just recalibration of our behaviors as we get back into it, I think.
Beautifully said. Yeah. So I remember now what I was going to say. Some people don't like to do business with people, with family, or people they love, with their friends. But to be honest, you have to take it on a case-by-case basis. Some people, especially if they are in personal development, if they are in coaching, they are open, they understand it's all for the greater good, and everybody has to win, quote unquote. So if the people are enlightened and somewhat evolved and really positive, and they care for you, why not? It's actually easier to do business with the people you love, because there is extra love. So you have to have some boundaries in place, as always, so that you don't get too tired, or you don't confuse the roles. But why not? Relationships are just $1 trillion industry, because there is no formula. There is no formula. There's no algorithm that says da 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 da. Okay, good. You should partner up with so and so. That would be great. Maybe one day there will be one, but there isn't as of now. So we truly have to master the communication, dialogue, a lot of knowledge we have, maybe use different assessments and personality tests out there to see how to improve them. Yeah. Okay. Or even in some case, find the right relationship. So that's all about relations. Okay, thank you for letting us know, Veron. So keep that in mind. So let's see what this example about relation is actually saying. I wrote this a long time ago. I don't even remember. Okay. So it could be like spend an additional morning a week with a loved one, learn a new socialization technique, identify some stressors and boundaries. Okay, if some relations are toxic, you know, see if you can improve them or reduce the frequency, okay, until they get better. All right, so let's take a few deep breaths. Close your eyes, please. And truly imagine yourself having harmony all around you. That's right. Communication comes easy. Understanding comes easy. There is only positivity, such as truly helping one another, sharing your special skills, and trusting that you will get them back a millionfold and much, much more. That's right. It's a world where jealousy doesn't exist, and we all work towards a common vision for a better world, better than the one we were born into, because with united efforts, we can do it. That's right. And with that understanding, you open your eyes and you're going to do this exercise solo. Okay. You're going to pick one specific relation, new or seasoned, that you want to improve. Okay. And let us know exactly what you want to improve, short term and long term. Remember, like Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. So we cannot change others. We can only change ourselves. And then the outer world, the other people will reflect our change. So I don't want to hear, I want my spouse to do this and that, because we won't have control over that. Okay. And start. Beautiful. Okay, let's take a couple of shares. Who would like to share? Remember, everything is confidential. It's only here for your growth.
Well, I can say that I have a few questions still about refining the changes I want to make, but I made a bit of a map, and I thought to myself, because I've got this, I'm fascinated ever since that mastermind, and I always have been, with this Gen Z millennial group. And I just think that if I want to pass the business on and get staff and have them working hard, that's the relationship I've really got to have really good.
Yeah.
And I'm all right with some of them increasingly, but then it's an exposure thing. I've just been recently identifying that I've been outside of the regular meeting again. Unless they're my friends' kids, we're not saying hello that easily, that often, you know?
Yeah.
So,
that was Steve, right? Not James. Steve Gandara?
yes.
Yeah. Thank you for
that,
the questionnaire. I know he received it. Yeah. And
did everyone do that?
Make sure you know, not that I know of. So everybody take advantage of that. Usually those cost a lot of money. I had to negotiate with him that, you know, he gave it available to you guys for free. So I sent out the link in the last newsletter because it's expiring Sunday, I think. Yeah, this coming Sunday. So take it before then, okay? It's free, and then you get the results. That will give you a lot of insight for your own culture, your own team at work, and even in your personal life. And thank you for reminding us. That's very helpful.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that just had me really thinking, because I've been interested in culture all my life and I've studied management. And when we think about relationships today, if they're regular relationships, then any content on culture is extremely relevant. It's how productive is our relationship? Do we push each other outside of the comfort zones or in a very healthy way? And the main thing I'm refining towards today's focus for me is the generational thing. I got them all down, and baby boomers and millennials, and I think cross-generational harmony will become a key to the success of my work and my moving forward. That's what I'm going to work on, is getting, because I've got to get the grandmothers and the grandsons to come together around the garden. Someone's going to inherit it. Someone could do a bit of work and take some money off the bill if they want to help the family. And they might be so good that they want to do some other work with me as well. So there's all sorts of things I can come up with out of that.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. And let's hear from a lady.
Okay, I probably go then. Relationship actually very nice to talk about. I almost like, because I just start my business, I feel I'm so busy. I almost just stay home and, you know, do a lot of my studying, because a lot of things and feel I need to catch up and learn about it. So I haven't even looked at relationship, but so now when talk about relationship, I decided on Sunday is like a family day, at least like why in the process of having a business, I make sure I allocate time, grow with my kid and all that. Yeah. And so I have a family meeting on Sunday. And then also extend family. I'm thinking of either meet them monthly, and then I was also thinking how to get everyone together, because I probably don't have time to catch up with my brother and their kid and all that, and my mother-in-law, and my own mom. So I probably get them together. So I visit my mother-in-law, and on the way home, probably visit the other. And also business relationship, it come to mind. I actually resisting meeting people.
Yeah.
I just realized I actually, still very comfortable stay home because I'm a full-time mom for the last 21 years. And after COVID and all that is meet online, but a lot of people respond to me, and then they ask to, individual meeting and all that. I just put it off. So I got to see, I actually, wasn't sure what to do with. I feel like it's sort of like, if I'm resisting it, I don't even know I'm resisting it. I just like put put it away. Maybe, yeah, I would like to have some more idea, like how to balance in terms of business relationship, because it's it's very new for me, and I need to be sort of like, you know, choosing relationship to relate to, or do I like how to classify them, because I feel like, yeah, it's sort of like wasn't very familiar with it.
Okay, so to summarize, your specific desire for relations, one thing at a time, Kim.
Okay.
Is it for that you want to work on and next? Is it more about boundaries for work-life balance with your family, or starting new professional relations? And are you talking about clients or a team? What are you talking about?
Okay, for work relationship, yeah, I
Can I jump in?
actually need to find out how to work life, like how to balance. I feel like a lot of responding, and I'm not sure how to work it in a way where I'm comfortable with. I guess I still think like what it look like in terms of work. Because I used to try to keep all the people I know.
Stay focused on the what, my dear, here, on the what you want. Don't worry about what
do I want?
Yeah.
I want to have a group of friends, because I have a lot of friends. I have friends actually. I would like to create a group of friends out of the business venture, because apart from business, I think I would like a lot of friends, and then also client. I sort of like feel like don't know how to, are they the same or?
Okay, you don't. Okay, so let's get clear on the what. Okay, because it's still not clear.
What do I want? Yeah, I wasn't
You
clear.
want to have separate groups, friends, clients, peer. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I actually wasn't. I do know I want a group of friends, and I do think there's a client, but I sort of don't know what it look like, because I haven't had client, you know, that we're like
Okay.
first time I'd be having clients. So yeah.
Let's start with one thing at a time so that we can really hone in. Do you want to start with friend or clients?
I actually would like client, because friend I'm more familiar, because all this time I do have friend. I know what it's like, but having client is something I wasn't familiar with.
Okay, yeah. So client, like ideal client for.
Yeah. Yes.
Who can I jump in on that?
Yeah.
I think it's really a hard one that I've worked on a lot. I think it's what you're talking about, Kim. And I offer friendship in my life to any person I meet anywhere. They can be a client. The only time it's really tricky, as Dr. Elena would know, is if they're like a psychologist registered and you've seen them in a professional capacity. Then you're not really able to make them a friend, to pass boundaries. But I offer that opportunity to everybody, and I'm very keen on the ones that show that they are into it. A client can become a friend, but you don't push it. You just don't stop it if it starts to happen. And I often, when I've looked at relationships in the past with coaching, I've thought, how can I get the new ones that fit my empty bits and fix my life? And the answer is quite often, I think this section is good for this. Not the new ones, but the ones we've already got. And the challenge is to increase the quality of those relationships. And even like you might have 3 or 4 very difficult clients that you speak to. If you speak to them regularly enough, they're in your relationship thing. So you can just work that to make it better and you gradually, I always push the boundaries. I put as much of myself on the table as is not going to muck it up. And you let them too. So it goes deeper and you don't hurry it. It's just like even sometimes I say to single people, if you want to find a right partner, just be friendly with a couple of people that you like and wait for something to show its direction rather than push anything. And those relationships will get better and stronger. And Elena nailed it when she said, what do you really want? And I think it might be when you're busy and working all the time, someone that hears you, lets you be genuine. and gives you that nurture of interpersonal genuineness. So anyone can become that. That just be careful that you don't get it wrong, like be too personal with somebody which wants to be very just business. So you just let that sort of emerge. But the quality of the people you know is where you get your answers sometimes. Like that saying, better the devil you know than going out and finding a new one. Hope that helps.
I think at the moment convert everyone contact with me into a friend, and I don't know how to distinguish like what is a client like. Anyway,
yes. I'll just say I don't want to spend too much time because this is group coaching. We can talk more about it in our private. But so you know, I know for Michael in landscaping, maybe the boundaries are a little fuzzy, but he wants to get more in personal development as a business. So, you know, it's very tricky. It's very tricky. I have more than 20 years of experience. I've had, it's tricky because you're playing with people's lives. You want to protect them. I mean, anything can happen. You could have depressed clients on the verge of suicide. You could have clients falling in love with you, same gender, different gender, and so yeah. I mean, I just give you two examples, and anything in between. Okay, so you can play with their life. I mean, I'm very friendly, and sometimes that's misunderstood. But I make it clear. I'll always be friendly. I can't help it. That's how I am. I'm an extrovert. I love people, but still, you know, you have to have some boundaries. If I'm having a bad day, I don't call my client to tell them about my bad day. That's not fair. I need to be their rock. I call my coach, okay, or my peer. So, so I hope that that's helpful, and I recommend you have a code of conduct and ethics. I can help you with that you make your clients sign so they know what they can get away with and what they can't. All right, let's move on. Good job. Good job, everybody. Give yourself lots of love. And now, who would like to explain step 2?
Okay, I'll explain. Just like the question say, how will your life and others' life change when what you want that you stated when you achieve that? So what do you see? How? Because everything we do is for that progress, right? Of someone's your own life. So
you're cutting out a little bit. Okay, but very good. Thank you. So just really go there the best you can. Thank you, Phouphet. Go there and describe it to your success mate. And let's see. I'm gonna have one person stay here with me, and the other one are gonna go to the breakout room. So I'll have Kim and Michael in the same room. Phouphet and Veron in the other room, and Dr. Varada, you can stay here. And go. Perfect. All right.
All right. That is.
Yeah. What do you think?
What does Kim do?
She does coaching for parents, specifically parenting. So yeah, what I was trying to explain to her that is without taking away from Michael's suggestion. Did that make sense to you?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And you're the same way, right? I mean, for you, it's even harder. I mean, as a former medical profession, you will lose your license if you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, you can't.
You cannot do that. You
Yeah.
cannot do some things. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
Alright.
boundaries have to be clear. You protect your license first. In fact, when I met I'm currently married to my second husband.
Yeah.
And I told him when we got started, I said, I'm a physician first,
Yeah.
then I'm a mother, and I'm a wife third. So those are the priorities going to be in my life, no matter what. If
Yeah.
my beeper beeps, I have to drop what I'm doing, no matter where I am, and attend it.
Yeah.
So I'm physician first. I have a child whom I am responsible for. So I am a mom.
Yeah. You have more than one child. You have two, right?
No,
One.
my own is one. Then his are three.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said,
Well,
then I am your wife.
And he respected that.
He respected that.
Mm-hmm.
Though it kind of gets a pity pot sometimes, but that's okay.
The pity party.
Yeah, because if I pay attention to my son, it becomes a pity party. But that's okay.
Yeah, dogs do that too.
Yeah.
They don't get attention.
Yeah.
Happy face.
That's true.
All right, my dear. Yeah. So, what is it for you about relations that you would like?
I am looking at the person who taught me all this in the last 12 weeks. I want to develop my relationship with him.
Yeah.
And because we have been in the same town and we speak the same language from India, but I'm introduced just in January.
Yeah.
So I feel I lost a lot of time, and he's really genuinely a good person. So on the short term, I want to have relationship, brainstorm with him with all the homework he has given me to complete. And in the long term, I want to work with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have to do the projects together. I would love to do the workshops together. I want to do the presentations with him, and just capture a share market thing, because we are on the same wavelength to that extent. Because he started this because his dad is a 84-year-old active person, and he wanted to, on his dad's birthday, 80th birthday, the dad said, help others to be active in the latter part of life. And now the conditions are, he's focusing on younger people, like in 40s or late 40s, mid 40s to 50s. And I'm focusing on the older people.
Yeah.
So it's like a continuation process, and I think we can work together. And I want to develop that into a stronger relationship as a friend, as well as a business, you know, doing the projects together.
Yeah.
Not partners in the business, but independently working together.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would help, because whole thing is that making a difference, making the people happy and live satisfactorily, enjoy their life.
Sure.
Yeah. So
Beautiful.
that is what I want.
Okay, great. Okay, very nice. Yeah. So we still have a moment while everybody comes back.
Yeah, you asked me about my high upline.
Yes.
Not much in the sense Mona may send me something sporadically, but there is no continuous support.
Yeah. And I'm feeling it too as a client. And by the way, you know, normally we're not supposed to get in business with client. I made an exception with you, and I definitely, you know, don't want to interfere with the relation you and I have. You know, that's a product, and it's not up to you. You know, I can see you're very responsive. So I do have another client who that I met after you, that does tower gardens. And he's in Quebec.
I think Don somebody, I think accountant or somebody who's in Juice Plus.
Oh, really? Don?
Yeah. And your Tower Garden is a side branch of Juice Plus?
Yeah, of course, yes. Yeah.
So check out if he is into Tower Garden or what. I don't know where his accountant is.
This is somebody else who lives in Quebec. And,
okay.
And yeah, I talked to him this morning, and he's so happy with his upline. He gets all the support he needs, and he sells a lot. So even for you, okay, not just for me, for you primarily, it would be nice to have a little more support. And I think maybe
well, one of the guys I actually has started with that True Garden. If his upline is from Phoenix area, I know they are very positive people.
I can put you in touch with them if you don't mind.
Yeah, would be nice.
I mention you. Yeah, I did mention you. Yeah, okay.
Would be nice so that I can find out.
Okay.
And, Mona is somewhat insecure. She doesn't want to, she made me send that guy an email because I was looking at Tower Farm.
Just know that this call is recorded for educational purposes.
Okay.
Okay.
We can talk later.
I think she's busy. Yeah, but I know even in New York, what's her name? Jillian is reaching out to her to buy more seeds. So, but it shouldn't have to be us, when we need something. Maybe there's some reminders that go out that say, hey, this is the season where you should buy more seeds, check your rock well, blah, blah, blah.
No, she sends out the sporadic emails like that.
I don't get any, but because, right now I'm taking some gardening classes because I feel so stupid. But they're a little over my head. They're a little too, one is tomorrow. I can send it to you if you want, they're free. They're a little over my head because there's so many details. Yeah, anyway, but yeah, we'll get better. It's not easy though. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's like being a botany, a arborist, and a landscaper, a gardener all in one.
You're right. My son had told me when he had taken landscape architecture.
Yeah.
And they had gone to a forest.
Yeah.
Harvard University has 1,500 acres.
Yeah.
And they had gone there over as a weekend project. And whatever they covered there, he said, Mom, I understand now what you do at home with the plants and all that kind of stuff. It's okay.
Yeah. That's nice. He has an appreciation because it's not
Yeah.
easy.
Since he had seen me doing it since his childhood, but he understood it then.
That's great.
Okay.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Big hug to yourself. Good job all the way around. And now we go to step 3. Who would like to explain it?
Strategy explored.
Okay, I'll go. Yeah.
Whatever on.
Yeah, so we have a goal now, but then the next step is how do we get there? So we need to have a plan, a strategy. We probably have different one because it's just like the map out the different ways that it's possible to get to the destination. It's like when we decide where to go, maybe we can take a bus, take a train, or take a tube or aeroplane. So there are different ways. And so this is what it is all about, map out, what are the possible way to move forward.
Beautiful. All right, good job. You can do it. You're gonna do this exercise solo with your higher self on some really nice music. And go. Beautiful. All right. Let's hear from Veron. Go for it. You were saying, yeah, so for your relationship, yeah. So remind us your want and your how.
Yeah, my goal is that the possibility of going further with a stronger relationship in partnership or joint venture. So first of all is I have to have a more regular dialogue with them to understand what they want, their goals, and see whether we can arrive at something more mutual together. And I can tell them about what I'm thinking of. And then if they like it, we can set up regular meetings to explore further possibility. So it's communication that is the way forward, actually.
Great, great. Okay, sounds good. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I feel positive.
Okay, wonderful. Wonderful, great, thank you. And Phouphet, would you like to share?
Okay. So basically, I'm planning to pull out my notes on the topic called intelligent questions. So asking intelligent questions. So there's different steps. So I'm planning to bring that into a habit and just target one step. Doing it consistently until I become in my subconscious where it's automatic, and then we'll add on the step the next time that I'm focusing more on that. So just to keep on tackle so I could improve my response of people that I'm talking to get more reflection from them, to see if they feel that they're being seen and heard from me when I was talking to them, that I'm there for them, not that they're there for me only. So I'm actually doing them something.
Beautiful, beautiful, well said. Wow, everybody's on fire. Congratulations, go for it.
One comment.
Yes,
for
please.
me, I don't understand the intelligent questions,
Yeah,
because for me there are no dumb questions. If something comes up to your mind and you need clarification, it has to be an intelligent question. So tell me what you mean by the set of intelligent questions and group and all that, if you can say.
Yeah, and I'll type. Yeah, and I'll send it the list to Elena, and then maybe
okay, that's no problem.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it just basically is a question to get when they talk, to reflect back to them, to what they want and desire, instead of just jump into about me, knowing a lot and vomiting everything to them. But instead of, when they ask, we get back to them and just giving them why the purpose why they're asking in the beginning, and then we ask back to make sure I really give them that first.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Send it back, because I kind of got confused there.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. And if the two of you want to interact, feel free to give each other email. You can do it privately on the chat, or
no problem.
In the private Facebook group. I have a little more context for Phouphet, because I know her, private coaching and longer. So, something Phouphet, quote unquote, is challenged with, is something that a lot of us are challenged with, is because she's so nice and always available, you know, she's contacted all the times from everybody, and so she has to be careful who she allocates her time to, or she won't have any time for herself, and then she's gonna get sick, catch COVID, you know, you don't get enough sleep, her immune system is low, blah, blah, blah. So we all have to take care of ourselves, right? We cannot outsource our body, our sleep, I wish. We have to do it ourselves. So for her, you know, maybe because she deals with so many people, sometimes people take advantage because you're always available. But if you just, one strategy that has worked for me is if you keep, let's say Tuesday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., it's all for Q&A. So people don't bug you whenever they feel like, quote unquote, they gather all their questions and they know they can come from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Maybe it's a group format or whomever shows up, and boom, that's when you answer all the questions. A lot of companies, corporations do that too, because there's just not enough bandwidth to customize for everybody. So there has to be a little bit of structure, but there you go. So if that can be helpful to anybody. So thank you everybody, good job. So we are in steps, we are getting to the most important part. Who would like to explain this? I'd like to hear from you.
I can go.
Go for it.
Having figured out what we want and having figured out how we are going to do it, what would be the first action step that will take less than 30 minutes, and calendar it, and then come up with a reward for it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Divgi. Look at your calendar. This is our, let's just commit to one action. Everything else, bonus, is in addition to any other action you may have for completion or maintenance and from private coaching, okay? And start. And please share it in the chat box as well. Great. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so Michael is going to phone, not text. 3x, 3 times overdue. Social, okay. Yeah, some people, you know, prefer text, some people prefer phone, some people prefer WhatsApp, some people prefer Telegram, some people prefer Sick, whatever. But if they don't respond to one methodology, maybe hit them with another methodology. Good job. Reward, oh, cafe, fantastic. So Phouphet, the intelligent questions for 21 days. Okay, okay, good. You do great, Phouphet. Veron, make a list, beautiful, of people to have exploration conversations with. That's great, Veron. You got great momentum. Keep it up, okay? Very nice. You got the blooming flowers there to give you lots of oxygen and inspiration. And Varada, very technological. You all are. Good job. Text a friend tomorrow at 9 a.m. Nice. Coconut ice cream. Very nice. Very nice. And Kim, would you like to share out loud?
I'm busy. For client, I do need to think the structure. I think the time you mentioned about structure, that's very good. So I would, you know, have a time, specific time, like client, and then friendship, I think come later. And yeah, and I want to more define like what I after, like what is a client and what is a friendship, and yeah, get clear for myself. So I need to do that. But I think study with the time first.
Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds great. And I can help you with that in our private. Yeah. Okay, great. Beautiful, beautiful. Great. I love it. Yes. Remember, time is the biggest commodity we all have. And I mean, yeah, my yoga teacher was saying on Saturday that we, yeah, I don't know, that we're born with a time allocated for us. Yeah, so, you know, we know it cannot go above a certain amount of time, but I personally do believe that we can expand it as much as possible by, you know, managing the stress, letting go of what's not necessary, drawing boundaries, taking care of ourselves, all that good stuff that we work on. So there you go. Great reminder. And everybody, please put your reward for these great actions. So I know some countries are more or less advanced with this reopening of things. So use your own discretion. I don't know what's going on in everybody's country, but do something that's safe and healthy, that fills your soul, refills your tank of energy, your fine mind, great spirit, and beautiful heart, okay? For me, I've been picnic, you know, there's even a picture. I have that picnic basket and it's still intact. I've never used it, so I have to use it. So great. So Veron, lunch in the open, that sounds lovely. Phouphet, daughter, volunteer, clean up. Oh, that's so nice. Great. Good, good. What about for anybody else?
I just want to say I'm also very interested in this intelligent question business.
Yeah.
Is it sort of like a model where people that, or just to sort of package the way that other people have got hidden feelings they're not getting a chance to share, or they're not feeling listened to sort of reach and demonstrate to them out loud that you are listening to them and that you are hearing what they need to say and those sorts of things.
Yes, so just reflecting when people say certain thing, we just jumped in too far instead of being where they're at, and then can guide them from where there's the point where they're confused and guiding them through. And sometimes our own perspective or clarification or things that we learn, but we gotta slow down and start asking where they're at, where they're confused. Yeah. So asking them to clarify more so we could really give them exactly where they're confused at. So
Cool.
yeah.
Well, it sounds interesting. All the best with that.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. Bravo. Great. Yeah. Yeah. And, if there are frequently asked questions, you can compile them. So when they ask the same question, you can just send it to them, that FAQ sheet, sort of PDF, or it can even be on a business page, on LinkedIn, or on Facebook, on your website. Because some questions you're going to get over and over again from new people, new members, so that once it's in writing, maybe they can learn it better. Some people learn it better when they can read it versus hear it, or both, Or at some point you can even do a video of that same topic. You explain it so they can hear your intonation, your heart, your smile, all that good stuff. Good job. All right. So I want to remind you here our contacts. So I'll remind you next week, but please do register so we have a head count. So next week we'll meet again at the same time. Then on Wednesday, Pacific, same time as this group call, which is Thursday for Kim and Gary and Michael. We have a mastermind on recovery, quote unquote, recovery from COVID and all this craziness, and readiness and preparedness for what's next. I've got the military, don't be scared, actually presented. So a first-class sergeant that I've been working with. So I think you'll find it very helpful, because unfortunately people don't like to prevent, but smart people do prevent instead of, what's the opposite of preventing? Instead of reacting, yeah? Okay, and you are also very smart, so you're gonna prevent.
Is that like, that's early May, yeah? That's May the 6th or 7th or something?
Cinco de Mayo for the US, 6th for you.
Yeah, prevention is better than cure.
Yeah. Well said. So worldbusinessmastermind.com, okay? There you go. And this goes beyond business, but for lack of better words, worldbusinessmastermind.com. Feel free to invite anybody who you want to invite. There you go. It is complimentary. Sorry, I went over time. You did great. I'll be around for a moment if you have any question. And go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good job, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. I'll wait around and have a listen if anyone does want to have a question.
Sure.
Maybe, okay, anyone? That's all right. I meant to ask about, like, quickly, is there any way you can talk about like how to classify client and relationship? Maybe the key point, because a lot of people ask me like, can they be a support list when I share about what I'm want, because I want to break through money, but and at the same token like transform in have happy family for other people. Like that is my major goal, is actually because this is, I feel like, my last part of my life, like between, it's also something I contribute back to society. like contribute. Oh, this time I feel like I take a lot, and now I could give it back. And so I would like to make it like, you know, like the legacy of it, or the part of my life is to see people have happy family. And yeah, and then the other one is money, which is I want to break through for myself, because scarcity with me my whole life, and I've been avoiding it, but I want to break through in that mindset. Earning money is just something to feel like proven, like it's a process. Yeah, it's like, yeah. So some people like ask me, they want to be joining me, support me in that vision, and they want to be my support group. And so I don't know what is that look like. So I'm not sure, like, is that a friend list now, or what it is, or do I, yeah.
For whatever it's worth, I don't know if it does apply to you, Kim, but it just popped to my mind. So you know, the 12 step for quote unquote addictions, there is for anything, alcoholic, narcotics, sex, anything that's an addiction too much. Okay, there is also an Underearner Anonymous. It's free, it's a non-profit, you can do it online. Underearner Anonymous, that popped into my mind when you said scarcity. I've done the 12 steps. I don't have any addiction, but there is nothing wrong if people have addiction. They can absolutely manage it. And some methodologies may work, some others may not. This one, I've done the 12 steps because I wanted to know what they are. And to be honest, it's a lot of personal development, and it's good for everybody. It's good for everybody, no matter what, whether you have addiction or not. And it's just like taking an introspective look and inventory of where you are, letting go of what doesn't serve you, blah, 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 blah. We do a lot of it in coaching, but that's more structured, and you get a free quote unquote sponsor who's like an accountability buddy. It's like kind of like a coach. They're not professionally trained, but they'll support you. And so if that applies to you or anybody, any of you, even listening to the replay, Underearner Anonymous, look it up again. It's a non-profit, really, really, really good, really good.
I've written that down. I'll check that out. Most interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
How to spell that, earners? Is that what?
Like earning money, Underearners.
UNDER?
I'll,
EARNERS, earners, Underearners.
Underearners, EARNES.
RS.
Put in the chat.
NERS. Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting what you're touching on there, because I have a lot of issues too. I underquote, and I'm always trying to get better money. And like it is an issue for me because they become all very friendly, and they're old and they haven't got much money, and then they're somehow they're like part of my family, and they're getting really ridiculous prices. So, but I had a lot of problems in my life with money receiving, and I think that some other things we receive, like love and warmth, have the same sorts of issues we can have. Like we're not ready to receive them. When people want to help us and support us, even be better friends than we feel they are, sometimes we don't let them. So it's, and if you've got people that you're giving so much to for nothing, and they say they want to support you, you might like, I know Elena does a bit of this, you might like to say, here's a fund you can donate to, or here's a way you can support me without any restrictions on how you do so, but here's a door you can open if you've got something to give me, and I will receive it. You know, those things are worth building into your structure.
Does that make sense, Kim? Great.
Yeah. Let me think, like what look like more defined. Yeah.
Because everything is abundant. That's what I know, and I love coaching because it helps me unlock it. Because the thing that's holding us up is us, not what's out there. There's plenty of happiness, friends, money, everything out there. And so it's our relationship with it all that allows us to receive it and share it. And all the basic rules, like which I'll talk about in that mastermind, like but what we give out and what we get in. And just keeping a balance to all of it too. If we're working more than we're playing, that's where all these 5 sections of the coaching, if just keeping a balance and being ready to receive and being happy. If we're not happy for any amount of time, like 3 or 5 hours, like we've got to write down and work out what's gone wrong. And then we've definitely got something to talk about in coaching. You know, just if you're not happy, then that's the first sign just to change it up a bit, whatever it is, with that person or that situation, or how much money you're getting for your work. If you're not happy, why am I not happy? What do I want?
Okay. Yeah, I found like I just start out, I do feel like I attract a lot of people. Some like they probably deal with emotionally, like either divorce or they, you know, they just divorce and they're in an upset stage, and like Dr. Alina just said, you know, say before, like attract a lot of people deal with emotional issue a lot, and I thought I'd be attract a lot of general, like, you know, healthy and a mixture, but it's actually, yeah, someone actually needed. And so it gave me a perspective. I sort of have to sort of balance myself as well. Now it's fun, but if every day I was coaching someone and deal with all this issue, it impact my life and impact my thought as well, because I be thinking about it. Yeah, because I was solving their problem, and it become like emotional impact as well. So yeah, so there's something.
And this for everybody, that you can say no, you know, you can say, or you can say yes to something, not to everything. You can say, I can help you with this and that, but for this and that, you refer them out to somewhere else, a psychiatrist or a psychologist, whatever you cannot cover. Okay, so boundaries. Remember, everybody, the weight of the world doesn't rest on my shoulders, on your shoulders. So clients will test you all the time because they don't know better. You know, it's up to you. I have sometimes clients asking me for medical questions, legal questions, mechanical questions. I mean, I'm not a mechanic, I'm not a lawyer. I mean, I may know a little bit, but I'm definitely not a professional. So in that, so you have to say, okay, I can help you with this other thing, but for that, please, this is the one I use, this is the attorney I use. Call him or call her and see how it can also help you. Okay, so some boundaries. Don't make it hard on yourself, everybody. Just be honest and say, this is what I can help you with. This you have.
Okay. Yeah, I got that.
Don't feel bad. You're actually, they have to go with an expert. And so, you know, you're the expert of one thing and somebody else is the expert of one thing. And we all can work together. We all have our own expertise, but we're not, you know, we're not God. We don't know everything, obviously. Okay. Sounds good. You can do it. Kim, I sent you a quick question here in the private chat. So, Veron, do you feel good with those blooming flowers?
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun, Dr. Alina. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, sounds good. All right, my friends. So I'll see you next week. Okay. Remember to take the that free questionnaire about culture if you can. And yeah, I'll see you next week twice. I love you all.
How long we'll finish that question? How long normally that to finish that survey?
Quick. It's very quick.
7
You
minutes.
can put
Okay.
5, 7
if you know your culture and you know yourself and what you're doing, the questions are not that hard to answer. And I found it valuable, in line with everything I've looked at before in that topic of a sophisticated nature. It's a deep topic and it gets you going again. It's a good one.
Yeah. I recommend it to both of you because, you know, Michael's already done it, because you're in business. So you need to know those things. It will help to your tool belt and repertoire, gold mine of and wealth of information. All right. Very good. Have a great week, everybody. Great session.
Thank you very much. See
And
you
you too.
next week.
Oh,
Bye.
Thank you all. Thanks, Elena, especially for all your extra
Bye.
time. Really appreciate it.
pleasure, pleasure.